See, I designed this training. See, this starting part, the initial part of this training, like understanding this business technology platform foundation. So part of this business technology platform foundation will be learning about all the core concepts, the basic concepts, the big picture you'll be having here. It may be knowing about the SAP strategy of particularly providing this intelligent, sustainable enterprise solution. See, earlier it was only about intelligent enterprise solutions. In fact, even before that, means if you go to olden days, they'll speak about enterprise solutions, but then they're speaking about intelligent enterprise solutions. But now it's more of intelligent, sustainable enterprise solutions. So you need to have an idea as a consultant, as an administrator, as an architect, as a project manager, whoever it is, you need to have a good understanding of what exactly SAP is trying to do there. What is SAP strategies? What kind of solutions SAP is trying to provide? So that knowledge is very, very crucial. Without knowing that, you directly start working in some specific technology. So you'll be restricting yourself for that particular technology. Like suppose take an example, you have an ABAP developer. Suppose he's working on that BTP environment as an ABAP developer. He knows only that part. He'll feel like BTP is only meant for development. He'll feel like it's only meant for doing some extensions for the existing application. He doesn't know anything about other core areas we have in BTP environment. So that's the problem we'll be having basically. Please be mute yourself. Anyone is having problem? AIM? Any problem you're facing? You can talk
Yes,
to
we
me.
are
Okay?
unable to hear you. Your voice is very, very low.
Is it the problem with other people? Can anyone?
Uh, for me, the screen is a bit small.
Screen we
You're
can, I
presenting.
mean, that I can increase. That I can increase. Voice, tell me
Okay,
anything problem with
voice. I don't feel it's clear for me.
anyone
Yeah,
else?
but look,
It's clear
you
for
have
me.
to be little bit louder because even in the demo session also it was the voice
Voice is
very low.
low?
Yes.
Anyone else having that problem?
Yeah.
Many
Yes,
more
sir,
people.
your
Ravi?
voice seems to be low.
Yeah, even me also.
Very high volume we have. One second. Okay, let me
Maybe the
try
mic
to.
can be a little bit closer.
That's this in 100% I'm using. Okay, no problem. I'll try to speak a little bit louder. That's not an issue. Anything else? Screen, don't worry. Screen will use presentations. We'll use the bigger ones. This is just only for the content presentation, which already is shared to you on the site itself. I'm just trying to explain that first. Okay, okay, we'll proceed. Okay, please be on mute until this basic things are completed. See, the main aim initially why we are speaking about this business technology platform foundation is it doesn't matter who is going to be the person who is working on that BTP. You need to have the complete understanding of the solutions SAP is trying to offer there. It's not just knowing that because you are a developer, you'll be knowing about only development. So you'll think that you know only development. Because of that, you'll feel like BTP is only for development. There are many people like that. Someone feels like he knows only the integration part, integrating different applications. They'll feel like it's only for integrations. So that's the problem you'll be having. So that is the reason why I included this initially, that platform foundation, where you'll be knowing about all the concepts. In fact, if you look at the people for whom this is useful, everyone, right from your executives, data managers, you may be a system architect, project manager, maybe a training manager, application consultant, development consultants, support consultants, You name it, end users, or business analysts, or IT administrators, system administrators, everyone, for everyone, this is mandatory actually, we can say. A solution architect or enterprise architects you have. For them, knowing about this SAP strategy particularly and understanding the kind of solutions SAP is trying to offer to the customers is very, very crucial. Part of that, what is the role of this BTP? So that's what we are trying to get into. That's what we are going to learn, that BTP administration part. So initially, in this part, we'll be knowing about the complete environment of BTP along with the surrounded applications and the solutions and the business process offered by SAP. So what exactly SAP is trying to do. And then we'll get into actual administration part, the business technology platform administration part. So when we are speaking about this BTP administration, again, you'll be learning about right from understanding the account models, what are the different kind of sub accounts they can create or directories they can create, what are the runtime environments we have, how to configure them, how to utilize the services, all this stuff. So this is where an administrator is going to be very, very crucial. Administrative activities comes into picture. So at that time, we'll start working with this practically. We'll be doing everything practically here. So till that time, knowing about this business technology platform is what we are going to focus on. So it will take some time for you to understand all this. So initially, few sessions will be focusing on this. And don't think that, this won't be useful for you. Don't think that we are not working with this BTP cockpits and all that right away. But that's not the way the training is going to be going forward. So you have to understand all these concepts first. So that's what the main focus is going to be. And it will be useful for you in different scenarios. Because when we are speaking about SAP strategy, so what basically SAP is trying to do is they are trying to provide intelligent, sustainable enterprise solutions. So intelligent solutions, intelligent enterprise solutions, most of the people might be knowing a lot of intelligent functionalities they're offering. Even if you consider S4 HANA application also, you'll see a lot of intelligent features they have embedded into that. So for that matter, any SAP product you take, you have a lot of intelligent functionalities provided. But now sustainability is something which they are focusing on, because now every customer, it's not just having some technology there. They need to think about sustainability also. What do you mean by sustainability? There's a lot more we are going to discuss about that actually at the end of this platform foundation, focusing on that, knowing about the sustainability. So they need to have some responsibility towards environment also, like carbon footprint, how much they are leaving there when they are coming up with so many products and implementing different solutions. So basically the solution has to provide some facilities, some tools for you to identify them. Even the carbon footprint you're leaving on the environment, that calculations also they need to do. That's the responsibility they have towards the environment. So SAP is providing so many tools and facilities there, and that is so important going forward, because there will be in the future, if you look at the solutions what customers are going to use, they have a lot of responsibility towards the society or the environment. So that's going to be a mandatory thing. So SAP is working on that, and SAP is trying to provide that kind of sustainable solutions. So we'll be looking at that also, what kind of provisions SAP is giving when it comes to providing that sustainable solution. So now, to begin with, if there is a customer, that customer want to start with this, they want to transform the existing landscapes into an intelligent, sustainable enterprise, then what are the options they have basically? So primarily, there will be mainly two scenarios. One, there's a new customer scenario. Another one is an existing customer scenario. So most of you might be knowing about these terms, something like a greenfield implementation, brownfield implementations. A lot of times you come across these terms, greenfield, brownfield, like that. Suppose let us take an example. We have a new customer. Let us consider an example of a new customer scenario. So what is a new customer scenario? Your company is not a SAP customer, so they don't have any SAP solutions there. So you heard about this intelligent sustainable enterprise strategy of SAP. So which includes a lot of things, right? So this is basically a big picture of that. You have a lot of end-to-end business processes. So many solutions they have. They also have the technology platform, which provides you the integration facility, extensibility facilities, database, cloud database services also they're providing. So basically data management. So they came to know about that and they plan to take this greenfield approach to perform a implementation from the scratch. They do a newly implemented systems. Like example, you have S4 HANA Cloud. They want to go with a greenfield implementation, starting from scratch. So they're going to build a new system there. Whereas there may be another scenario there we have some existing customers. So you have a company who has been SAP customer for a long period. So they might be having different applications. One of them, they may be having a business suite solutions like SAP ERP. Now they want to move to this, the new solutions offered by SAP, like example is for HANA Cloud. But you don't want to do it from the scratch. What they can do, they can convert that an existing SAP ERP system to your S4 HANA Cloud. That's the provision given by SAP. So you don't need to start from the scratch there. So you can lower the cost that way, cost of ownership, and get value out of the capabilities you have already in the existing landscapes. So when you have these kind of scenarios, the question comes is, what are the options given by SAP? Suppose a customer is interested in opting for this intelligent sustainable enterprise solutions. So the best way for them is to start with is, they can start with something called Rise with SAP. This term Rise with SAP is very frequently used actually. And for every customer, in fact, for every person who is involved in this SAP solutions, it's important for them to understand what exactly this Rise with SAP is all about. So you can use this Rise with SAP as a starting point actually to begin with, the easiest way to move to the cloud environment. That's the best approach you'll be having. So whether it is a greenfield implementation or a brownfield approach you are following, you can opt for this Rise with SAP. See, some customers may directly go with individual solutions, but that's a different use case again, where they need to buy the licenses for each and every product separately, which will be very expensive for them. That cannot be afforded by all the customers. So if you have very big companies with huge landscapes, a lot of customizations requirements they have and all that, then they can think about that. But that's not something possible for every customer. That's why SAP came up with this Rise with SAP option, a solution SAP is offering to customers where they can move to this intelligent sustainable enterprise solutions a lot more easily with a lesser cost within a short time. So that is important for you to know what is Rise with SAP and how it is useful for the customers, how it is different from the regular solutions offered by SAP. So that we are going to discuss, and we are not going to go deep into that, but I'll give you a brief idea for you. You can explore that. Will be very, very helpful for you. In fact, SAP is recently started another solution called Grow with SAP also. You need to understand the differences between them. Okay, so we are going to come to that. Rise with SAP particularly, we'll try to have a look at that. So whether it's a new implementation, that is Greenfield implementation, or you are speaking about a Brownfield implementation, or there is also another term you come across called Bluefield implementations also. Some people are asking me, I'm hearing about this Bluefield implementations. What exactly meaning of that Bluefield implementation? See here, suppose if a customer is interested in moving to S/4HANA, so basically three approaches you'll be having. One is called a new implementation, second one is called conversion, the second transition option. Third one is called landscape transformation. Older terminology, landscape transformation. Actually, part of that we have something called SDT, selective data transformation, or selective data transition. That selective data transition, SDT, is what they're calling it as a Bluefield implementation. So don't get confused with the terminologies what they use. So actually what SAP is always telling you is, let me show you one small terminology what they are using, and this is important for you to look at. Let me increase the size. Look at this, what they are saying. Greenfield, Brownfield, Bluefield. Don't be confused by the rainbow of colors that some IT providers, IT service providers use when referring to various transition paths. Like example is for HANA. You may be referring to Greenfield for new implementations, Brownfield for system conversions, or Bluefield for selective data transitions. So that is basically one of the transition scenario. But these definitions are always not very clear. So when you hear such color-coded terms, ask your conversion partner to confirm their definition, what exactly their meaning is. What do you mean by brownfield? Some people, they use this brownfield even for upgradations also. They can use the term. So it's not necessary that only when you convert existing SAP ERP system to an S/4HANA system, then only you have to use the term brownfield. There is no rule as such. So you have to make it sure that you know exactly what is the meaning of that, what is the definition they give. So you need to ask your partners to confirm their definition so that you know exactly what their meaning is, how this translates to your SAP standard terms. There will be generalized terms, they use something like that, but be careful when they use the terms like this. Try to get a clear understanding of what exactly they are trying to do there. So you already know about it, right? Suppose something like S/4HANA we are speaking about. You have multiple transition options there, transition scenarios, like these three transition scenarios. So the third one is what they call it as Bluefield, selective data transition. SDT scenario is nothing but this on the landscape transformation. So what they basically do, they do here is, in landscape transformation scenario, they may transfer only the selective data. It's not everything they move to the S/4HANA application or the cloud environment. They may opt for only selected, like a particular company code or a particular business entity. So only such type of data they may transfer to your S/4HANA system or the cloud environment like that. So that's why these three terms you come across, whatever the scenario is, whether it is a greenfield implementation, brownfield, or bluefield implementations, you will be having the same business technology platform, but the way you are going to use it may differ. In greenfield implementations, we may use it in one way. In the case of conversion, we may use it in a different way. But ultimately, the technology platform is going to be same for you. So first, always get a clear idea about this. First, get to know about this, understand what exactly the solution we are trying to provide to the customers and which approach they are going to follow there, depending on their requirements. There are different influencing factors. Some customers may feel like, okay, it's good for me to go with a fresh implementation of S/4HANA. Some people may feel like existing ERP system conversion to S/4HANA is a lot more easier for them. It takes less time because the existing business process, whatever they have already, they want to continue with them. So they want to go for a complete re-engineering of their business process. That's not ideal. It's better you go with a new greenfield implementations like that. So they have different factors need to be considered, and then you have to decide which is the best strategy for them. So whatever the strategy is, whatever the scenario is, remember that this technology platform, the business technology platform, is having a role there. So we as an administrator need to perform different activities when we are working with that implementation, using that BTP and utilizing the different services provided by SAP there. So now we know SAP's the goal is they want to have everything provided right from the business process, end-to-end business process, and use powerful technologies to create a consistent technology layer for your company using that BTP. And you have a lot of solutions also provided by SAP in the solution layer, like so many applications they are offering to you. And they want to infuse this artificial intelligence and machine learning capabilities into your business processes. So their intention is that they want to provide complete end-to-end solutions. So when we are speaking about this intelligent sustainable enterprise, so you need business processes, you need different solutions, industry specific solutions also you're looking for, and the technology platform. So in this, the cloud ERP is going to be the digital core for you. Remember that. In this intelligent enterprise solutions, the cloud ERP is going to be the core. So what is your cloud ERP here? S/4HANA Cloud. So that's going to be the core. So apart from that, there will be so many business processes they'll offer. And they also provide the facilities for you to optimize those business processes to make it more efficient. So means at the top you have this end-to-end business process provided by SAP. And when we are speaking about those business processes here, industry specific end-to-end business processes, so it evolves continuously. It's not something now you define business process, you keep on using it for ages. No, that's not possible. You have to keep on improving that. So what SAP is doing, SAP is giving some provisions here for you, using which you can analyze, you can model, you can simulate, you can automate, and you can monitor your business processes, and you can try to improve the business processes. And then as we know that they are providing a lot of solutions in the solutions area, like wide range of software solutions they're offering for you. That includes your S/4HANA. So business applications, they offer part of that application layer. Technology, anyhow, this business technology platform we have as a technology layer for you, and using which you can do a lot of different activities. It may be extensions you want to have, or you want to build new applications, you want to perform integrations, you want to deploy applications, everything. So that is where our focus is going to be. But as already mentioned that the best starting point for any customer is RISE with SAP. So I'm recommending you to use this Rise with SAP and understand what is Rise with SAP is. Get to know about this. This is very, very useful for you. Going forward, you see a lot of customers opting for this Rise with SAP. And you people, definitely, whether you're an administrator, you're a consultant, you're an architect, you have to deal with this solution provided by SAP called Rise with SAP. So in simple terms, we can say that Rise with SAP consisting of several components with one contract, one single contract. So we can consider this as a business transformation as a service. So you might have heard about something like software as a service, infrastructure as a service, database as a service, and all that. But here they are speaking about business transformation as a service. So they want to transform the entire business into a sustainable, intelligent enterprise. So this is the best starting point for them, the ideal starting point. We can say it's not the only possible approach, but this is one possible approach to start your transformation. Rise with SAP. Because when you opt for this, when you go with this contract, Rise with SAP contract, which we call it as a business transformation as a service, you'll get so many options here. In fact, you'll get so many tools, so many technologies, which will allow you to do your conversion of an existing landscape into an intelligent enterprise landscape a lot more easily. So there are so many components part of this. They are providing cloud ERP for you. They are providing business process intelligence. They're providing business platform and analytics, business networking they are providing for you. And there are so many services and tools they offer part of this Rise with SAP. So the advantage customer will be having is he doesn't need to have different licenses and different SLAs. All that is not necessary now. So when you want to know more about this, Rise with SAP, when you are speaking about the central point we have here is cloud ERP. So cloud ERP is nothing but your S/4HANA, S/4HANA cloud. But they'll provide a private cloud here for you. S/4HANA private cloud option will be provided to you here.